Have you ever wondered why some men effortlessly command respect and admiration in relationships while others constantly struggle, chasing, and guessing? What if I told you that the key to mastering relationships isn't about tricks or games, but about understanding the hidden truths that drive human behavior? In this video, I'm going to reveal the 7 vulnerabilities deeply rooted in female psychology, truths most men never uncover. By the end, you'll have the tools to transform the way you approach relationships, turning confusion into clarity and uncertainty into unshakable confidence. Stay tuned, because once you understand these dynamics, you'll never see relationships, or yourself, the same way again. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. 1. Fear of being ignored. One of the most profound vulnerabilities women carry, often without even realizing it, is the deeply ingrained fear of being ignored. This fear isn't just surface-level discomfort, it strikes at the very core of emotional security. In today's world, where attention and validation seem to hold immense value, the mere thought of being invisible or unheard can feel like an emotional earthquake, shaking a woman's foundation and leaving her restless, uncertain, and yearning for reassurance. Take a moment to reflect on this. Have you ever noticed how a woman's interest seems to heighten when you shift your focus away from her? This isn't a coincidence. It's a natural psychological response at play. The fear of being ignored triggers an internal alarm, pulling her attention toward what she feels is slipping away. When constant attention is suddenly withheld, it's as if a spotlight turns off, leaving her vulnerable to the shadows of insecurity. This vulnerability isn't a weakness. It's deeply human. It's a reflection of how much connection and acknowledgement matter in emotional dynamics. But let's be clear, this isn't about playing games or manipulating emotions. It's about understanding and respecting the delicate balance of attention. Think of Marcus Aurelius, a man who mastered the art of restraint and self-control. He gave only what was necessary, never overextending himself to anyone. That principle holds here. As a high-value man, your attention should be purposeful, not desperate. Women are naturally drawn to those who know their worth, and who cannot be easily swayed or conquered. This isn't cruelty, it's strength. Strength in knowing how to maintain control over your focus and energy. Unfortunately, many men fall into the trap of overgiving, pouring their attention out endlessly in the hope of earning affection. But here's the harsh truth. Desperation is unattractive. When attention is given without measure, it loses its value. Like a rare gem that's suddenly common, it becomes ordinary, expected, and even ignored. The ability to wield silence with intention and grace is a skill high-value men cultivate. Silence, when used correctly, creates intrigue and maintains independence. However, silence used carelessly or manipulatively can backfire, causing unintended emotional harm. A Sigma man, a man of quiet strength and discernment, understands the art of timing. He knows when to withhold attention and when to engage with sincerity. Each conscious choice to step back or stay silent touches a woman's most vulnerable fear, the fear of being unseen. Yet, it is not done to exploit but to navigate the complex dance of connection. In this delicate balance lies the key to mutual respect and attraction. By learning to master your attention and understanding its power, you're not only addressing her vulnerability but also reinforcing your own independence. This is where true strength resides, an ability to be present yet not overbearing, attentive yet not consumed, connected yet completely whole on your own. 2. Seeking emotional security. One of the most powerful and deeply rooted vulnerabilities within female psychology is the innate need for emotional security. This isn't a superficial desire or something fleeting. It's an essential foundation for trust and connection in a relationship. While physical safety might seem like an obvious requirement, emotional security runs much deeper, touching on a woman's fundamental need to feel safe, understood, and supported on a psychological level. It's the reassurance that the person she's with is stable, reliable, and unwavering no matter what life throws their way. Imagine navigating through life's challenges with someone as unpredictable as the storms themselves. Unfortunately, many men fall into this trap. They allow their emotions to dictate their actions, becoming erratic and reactive. Their highs are too high, their lows too low, and their responses shift unpredictably. This instability chips away at a woman's sense of safety and leaves her feeling unsure, constantly wondering if she can rely on her partner. It's not just unsettling, it's exhausting. For women, emotional security means knowing that no matter how chaotic life becomes, their partner will remain steady. It's not about being emotionless or detached. It's about having the emotional maturity to process feelings without being overwhelmed by them. When a man lacks this stability, it doesn't just create problems in the relationship. It often amplifies her fears and anxieties, making her feel even more vulnerable. Let's take inspiration from the Stoics: Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. These men endured some of the harshest trials imaginable: wars, personal tragedies, political upheaval. Yet they faced every challenge with a calm, collected mindset. They mastered the art of emotional control, not by suppressing their feelings, but by refusing to let those feelings govern their actions. Marcus Aurelius didn't crumble under the weight of leading an empire, nor did he lash out impulsively in moments of frustration. Instead, he embodied the kind of stability that every relationship needs: strength tempered with wisdom. From an evolutionary perspective, women have developed an acute awareness of emotional stability in a partner. It's deeply ingrained in their biology. Historically, emotional security translated to survival. A man who could remain steady in times of crisis was more likely to protect and provide for his family. Though society has evolved, this fundamental need remains. Women still instinctively seek a partner who exudes calmness and strength, someone who can weather the storms of life and create a safe, secure environment. But what does emotional security look like in action? It's the ability to stay composed when plans fall apart, to respond calmly when faced with criticism, and to approach disagreements with a level head. It's knowing how to lead in moments of uncertainty and how to provide a reassuring presence without needing constant reassurance. A man who possesses these traits doesn't just earn respect, he earns trust. And trust is the bedrock of any meaningful relationship. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. When a woman feels emotionally secure with her partner, an extraordinary transformation takes place. She begins to open up in ways she never has before. She shares her dreams, her fears, and her most vulnerable thoughts because she knows she's with someone who won't judge or falter. She feels safe enough to be fully herself, and in return, she offers a depth of connection and loyalty that most men never get to experience. However, this isn't just about meeting her needs. As men, developing emotional stability is one of the greatest gifts we can give to ourselves. It's not about suppressing emotions, but learning how to channel them effectively. When you master your emotions, you master your actions, and in turn, you gain control over your relationships, your career, and your entire life. Emotional security isn't a skill you use for someone else. It's a foundation for your growth and success. Think of it this way. Being emotionally secure means being the eye of the storm. While chaos swirls around you, you remain calm, collected, and focused. This steadiness doesn't just provide reassurance to your partner. It also makes you a better leader, a better decision maker, and a better version of yourself. It's the kind of strength that sets you apart from the average man, the kind of strength that makes you unshakable. So, how do you cultivate this stability? Start by practicing self-awareness. Pay attention to your emotional triggers and learn to manage them without overreacting. Build habits that ground you, like mindfulness or journaling. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow, and remember that emotional security isn't a one-time achievement. It's a lifelong journey. The reward? A relationship built on trust, depth, and authenticity. A connection where your partner doesn't just see you as someone she's with, but as someone she admires, respects, and feels safe with. And perhaps most importantly, you'll gain a sense of control and confidence that transforms not just your relationships, but every aspect of your life. Men, ask yourself this. Do you want to be the person who adds to the chaos, or the person who brings peace? Because when you choose to embody emotional security, you don't just meet her needs. You rise above, becoming the kind of man who inspires trust, admiration, and unshakable loyalty. It's not just about her. It's about becoming the strongest, most grounded version of yourself. 3. Chasing perfect relationships. Women often carry a deeply ingrained desire to find the perfect relationship, an idea that's been shaped by culture, media, and even fairy tale narratives. This vision of perfection is not just about romance. It's about the belief that there's a flawless partnership out there, free from challenges or imperfections. But here's the truth. Perfection is an illusion. No relationship, no matter how beautiful it may appear on the surface, is without its flaws, struggles, and moments of doubt. And yet, many men fall into the trap of trying to live up to this unrealistic ideal. They bend over backward, doing everything in their power to meet her expectations, even the impossible ones. They say yes to everything, avoid conflict at all costs, and suppress their own needs in the hope of gaining her approval. But in their pursuit to be the perfect partner, they unknowingly sabotage themselves. Instead of appearing strong and confident, they come across as desperate and submissive. This, more than anything, is where most men fail. A high-value man, on the other hand, understands that no relationship is, or should be, perfect. He knows that chasing perfection is not only futile but also detrimental. Instead, he leads by example, showing what a real, healthy relationship looks like. He isn't afraid to reveal his imperfections or face challenges head-on. He embraces them because he understands that it's through those challenges that true growth and connection are forged. Women may initially be drawn to the fantasy of a fairy tale relationship, but what truly captivates them is something far more grounded and real. They are attracted to men who know their worth, men who can say no with confidence, and men who remain steady and composed through life's inevitable ups and downs. It's not the fairy tale prince who earns their deepest respect. It's the man who stands firm in his values and faces the world with calm certainty. Imagine a relationship where you're constantly trying to meet every expectation, trying to anticipate her every need, trying to fit into a mold that was never meant for you. It's exhausting, isn't it? And ultimately, it's unsustainable. True strength lies not in trying to be everything she wants, but in being everything you are, authentically, unapologetically, and without compromise. When you maintain your values, even if they don't perfectly align with hers, you create a powerful dynamic. It's in that firmness, that refusal to abandon your identity, where true respect is born. And respect, my friend, is the foundation of any meaningful and lasting relationship. Without it, no amount of compromise, approval-seeking, or effort will ever be enough. Think about it. A woman doesn't truly want a man who says yes to everything. She doesn't want someone who molds himself to fit her every whim. What she craves, whether she realizes it or not, is a man who is unwavering in his principles, a man who knows his value and isn't afraid to assert it. This doesn't mean being rigid or unkind. It means being balanced. It means understanding that compromise is part of any relationship, but so is maintaining your own identity. The truth is that a relationship built on the pursuit of perfection will always crumble under the weight of its expectations. But a relationship rooted in mutual respect, authenticity, and shared growth can weather any storm. Women may chase the idea of a flawless romance, but what truly attracts them is the stability of a partner who isn't afraid to be real. A man who can admit his flaws while still striving to be his best self. So, warrior, stop chasing perfection. Stop trying to meet every expectation, especially the unrealistic ones. Instead, focus on setting the tone for what a balanced, meaningful relationship should look like. Be the man who leads with integrity, who isn't afraid to face challenges, and who stays true to himself no matter what. It's not about meeting her every desire. It's about showing her what's possible when two imperfect people come together to create something extraordinary. Because in the end, it's not perfection that builds respect, it's authenticity. And respect, above all else, is what keeps love alive. 4. The high-value man. The concept of the high-value man is a cornerstone of what draws women in, an idea so foundational that it shapes the very essence of attraction. Women are instinctively drawn to men who carry themselves with confidence, emotional strength, and self-respect. A high-value man knows his worth, but here's the key: he doesn't flaunt it for others or seek external validation. Instead, he invests in himself, not for applause, but because he understands the profound power of being his best version every single day. Personal grooming, for instance, goes far beyond mere appearances. It's not just about clean clothes, a fresh haircut, or polished shoes. It's a testament to discipline, self-care, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. When a man pays attention to how he presents himself, it sends a clear message. He values himself, his time, and the impression he leaves on the world. Women notice this instinctively. It's not about vanity. It's about demonstrating the kind of care and thoughtfulness that reflects an inner strength. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. But being a high-value man transcends physical appearance. At its core, it's about emotional resilience and inner composure. It's the ability to remain steady when life gets chaotic, to hold your ground when adversity strikes, and to navigate relationships with calm and clarity. Think about Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor who led armies, ruled an empire, and faced countless challenges. He didn't waver. He didn't let pressure shake his resolve. Instead, he remained firm, grounded, and in control. Qualities that made him not just a great leader, but also a symbol of unshakable strength. This is the energy you must carry into your life and interactions. Women are naturally drawn to men who stay composed under pressure, and who don't let fleeting emotions dictate their actions. It's not about being emotionless. It's about mastering your emotions so they serve you rather than control you. A man who can maintain his cool in the face of chaos signals something very powerful: that he is in control of himself, his environment, and his relationships. Believe me, when she sees that you're a man who doesn't crumble under stress, who doesn't let anger, frustration, or fear take over, her attraction intensifies. Why? Because it speaks volumes about your character. It shows her that you are not easily influenced by external forces, that you are a leader, and that you can be trusted to handle life's inevitable challenges. This level of composure creates a sense of security, admiration, and respect, qualities that fuel deep, lasting attraction. A high-value man is also a man of intention. He doesn't drift aimlessly through life, nor does he allow others to dictate his path. He has a vision, goals, and the drive to pursue them. This sense of purpose is magnetic. Women are drawn to men who know what they want and aren't afraid to go after it. A man with direction inspires trust and admiration, not just because of what he achieves, but because of the confidence and discipline it takes to get there. But let's not overlook the balance required. Being a high-value man isn't about arrogance or domination. It's about leading with quiet strength and humility. It's about knowing your worth without the need to prove it to everyone around you. It's about being approachable, kind, and respectful, while still standing firm in your principles. A true high-value man is confident but never cocky, strong but never overbearing. So, ask yourself, are you the kind of man who rises above life's noise, who takes ownership of his emotions, his actions, and his future? Because being a high-value man isn't just about impressing others. It's about cultivating a life of purpose, resilience, and authenticity. It's about building a foundation so solid that no external force can shake it. When you embody these qualities, discipline, self-respect, emotional control, and purpose, you don't just become more attractive to women. you become a stronger, more fulfilled version of yourself. And that, above all, is what defines a high-value man. 5. Desire for financial stability. A woman's desire for financial stability is deeply rooted in her instincts for security and survival. This need is not born out of greed or superficial desires, but out of a fundamental yearning for certainty and peace of mind. It's about knowing that her future is protected, predictable, and safe from the chaos of life's uncertainties. For women, financial stability represents more than just money. It's a symbol of your ability to lead, provide, and maintain control over life's unpredictable challenges. Unfortunately, many men misunderstand or dismiss this truth. They see financial stability as a shallow or materialistic concern, believing it's all about wealth or luxury. But let me tell you, it's so much more than that. Financial stability is not about how much you have. It's about how well you manage what you have. It reflects your discipline, your resilience, and your ability to navigate the world with intention. A woman who sees a man in control of his financial life also sees a man in control of his destiny, and that inspires trust, admiration, and attraction. Think of Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism. Zeno wasn't born into a life of struggle. He was a merchant with significant wealth. But when he lost his fortune at sea, he didn't collapse under the weight of his loss. Instead, he rebuilt his life with wisdom, resilience, and self-discipline. He proved that true stability comes not from external possessions, but from inner strength and the ability to adapt. Zeno didn't chase after wealth to define his worth. He created a foundation of control and purpose that allowed him to thrive, no matter the circumstances. This is what financial stability truly means: to remain firm and unshaken regardless of what external forces come your way. It's not about hoarding riches or flaunting luxury. It's about mastering your resources and ensuring that you're prepared for whatever challenges life may bring. When a woman sees this mindset in you, she feels reassured. She knows you won't crumble under pressure. She knows you are a man she can count on when things get tough. Consider Sinis, another Stoic who lived a life far removed from extravagance. By day, he worked as a humble water carrier. By night, he immersed himself in philosophy. He didn't aspire to wealth or lavishness, but focused on living a life of purpose and control. Sinis demonstrated that it's not about how much you have, it's about how wisely you use what you have. A man who can manage limited resources with discipline and foresight shows that he's steady, dependable, and capable of overcoming adversity. Women don't necessarily seek a man who is already rich. Instead, they seek a man who knows how to manage his resources effectively. A man who can adapt, stay composed, and maintain a steady path forward, even when the road ahead is filled with uncertainty. This quality, much like the lessons of the Stoics, reflects a deep inner strength that women find irresistible. Look at Marcus Aurelius, the richest man of his time, who ruled over an empire without being ruled by his wealth. He demonstrated that true financial stability is not about being owned by what you possess, but about owning your choices, your actions, and your outcomes. Marcus Aurelius didn't let material wealth dictate his values or decisions. Instead, he used his resources wisely, maintaining control and focus in all aspects of his life. When you live with the same level of discipline, foresight, and adaptability as Zeno, Sinis, or Marcus Aurelius, you embody qualities that resonate deeply with women on an instinctive level. It's not just about financial success. It's about demonstrating the ability to navigate life with strength and control. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Financial stability isn't about being flashy or trying to impress. It's about living with intention and purpose. It's about showing that you can handle life's uncertainties with grace, wisdom, and determination. When you exhibit these traits, you provide a sense of peace and security that draws women toward you, not because of the money itself, but because of what it represents: a stable, grounded, and reliable foundation that she can trust. So, if you want to attract and connect with women on a deeper level, don't focus on wealth for wealth's sake. Focus on building a life of balance, purpose, and control. Demonstrate that you are a man who can create stability, not just for her, but for yourself. When you embody this mindset, you aren't just providing financial security. You're offering the kind of emotional and psychological reassurance that forms the foundation of a lasting relationship. 6. Need to feel special. Women have an innate, almost instinctive, need to feel special, unique, and irreplaceable. This isn't just a fleeting desire. It's a deep emotional need that influences much of their behavior in relationships. When a woman feels like she's merely another option in your life, her sense of security wavers, her attraction fades, and she begins to doubt her place in your world. Feeling special is about more than just romance. It's about being seen, valued, and cherished in a way that makes her feel exceptional. But here's the crucial part. Making a woman feel special doesn't mean putting her on a pedestal or treating her as though she's flawless. Too many men fall into this trap, believing that worshiping a woman will win her heart. They overindulge her, shower her with unearned praise, and abandon their own needs to cater to hers. While this might work temporarily, it ultimately backfires because it undermines the very respect that's essential for attraction. When a woman senses that you've sacrificed your self-worth to make her feel important, she may feel flattered at the moment, but over time, her respect for you will erode. Instead, making her feel special should come from a place of strength. Acknowledge her value, appreciate her presence, and recognize what she brings to your life, but always do so while maintaining your standards and boundaries. It's not about elevating her above yourself. It's about creating a dynamic where both of you feel valued and appreciated in the relationship. When you strike this balance, something powerful happens. A woman feels deeply connected to you, drawn to your strength and independence while also feeling uniquely cherished. A high-value man knows how to balance giving attention with maintaining his emotional independence. He knows how to make her feel special without becoming overly dependent on her approval. Remember, women don't want to be the sole focus of your world. They want to feel significant, yes, but they are most attracted to a man who already has a full, meaningful life. A man who has passions, goals, and interests beyond the relationship. When you invite her to be part of that rich and fulfilling world, while still maintaining your independence, you create a dynamic that keeps her deeply engaged. Mastering this balance is the key to unlocking a relationship that's built on mutual respect and admiration. It's in this balance where the true attraction lies, not in making her the center of everything, but in showing her that she holds a special and irreplaceable place in your already fulfilling life. 7. Fear of abandonment. Deep within the fabric of female psychology lies one of the most primal fears, the fear of abandonment. This fear, deeply rooted in evolutionary biology, harks back to a time when women depended on men for physical survival and the protection of their families. While modern society has evolved, the emotional wiring remains largely the same. The idea of being left, whether emotionally or physically, can trigger profound insecurities in a woman, leaving her vulnerable and uncertain. This is where many men misunderstand the situation. Sensing this fear, they often overcompensate, becoming overly available and constantly reassuring her that they will never leave. While their intentions may be good, this approach can have the opposite effect. When a man becomes overly dependent on her or sacrifices his independence to quell her fears, it comes across as a weakness. And here's the hard truth: women aren't drawn to weakness. A high-value man approaches this fear differently. He provides security, not with empty promises or constant verbal reassurances, but with consistent, reliable actions. He is dependable, steady, and unshakable, showing her through his behavior that he is someone she can count on. But he never sacrifices his independence or his sense of self in the process. This balance is critical. A woman wants to feel secure in her relationship, but she also wants to respect and admire her partner. It's in your independence and firmness that she finds her true sense of security. When she sees that you're a man who could leave, because you're independent and self-reliant, but chooses to stay, her fear of abandonment is replaced by deep admiration and respect. Think about it this way. A man who clings to a woman out of fear of losing her is sending the message that he needs her to feel complete. But a high-value man sends a different message, one of strength, self-sufficiency, and intention. He stays because he values the relationship, not because he's afraid of being alone. This subtle but powerful difference changes everything. It reassures her that you're there for her, but it also reminds her that your presence is a choice, not a dependency. This dynamic not only eliminates her fear of abandonment, but also deepens the bond between you, creating a relationship built on respect, trust, and mutual admiration. So, warrior, remember this. A woman doesn't want a man who's overly available or desperate for her approval. She wants a man who is reliable yet independent, caring yet firm, present yet not consumed. When you embody these qualities, you replace her fears with confidence, her insecurities with trust, and her doubts with an unwavering respect for the man you are. As we wrap up this deep dive into understanding female psychology and the key vulnerabilities every man should know, take a moment to reflect on what you've learned so far. Have you discovered new insights about the fears and needs that drive women's behavior in relationships? Perhaps you've gained a clearer understanding of how embodying qualities like emotional security, financial stability, and making a woman feel special can transform your interactions and connections. Now, I want to hear from you. Comment below with one thing you've learned from this video and how you plan to bring it into your life. Whether it's mastering your emotions, maintaining your independence, or balancing attention with respect, sharing your thoughts can help reinforce these powerful concepts and inspire others on their journey. If you found this video insightful and valuable, please leave your comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more in-depth insights and strategies to enhance your relationships and personal growth. Your support helps us continue to provide content that empowers you to become the best version of yourself. Thank you for watching, and remember, embrace these truths, apply them with intention, and watch as your relationships flourish with respect, trust, and genuine connection. Until next time, stay strong and stay wise, warrior.